Think about the person that you trust the most in the world. Your partner, your best friend, your mother. You know their voice, their smile, the way they tell a joke. Now, imagine this. You meet up with that person. They talk like them, look like them, smile like them. But something is wrong. A cold feeling creeps into your stomach. The smile doesn't quite reach their eyes. Their jokes sound rehearsed, memorized, empty of any real emotion. When you ask them something personal, a shared memory, they avoid the question or get a tiny detail wrong. As you're talking to them, your phone vibrates in your pocket. You glance at the screen, and then your heart stops. It's a text message from that exact same person. It reads, running a bit late, be there in 5. Where are you? The teacher standing in front of you, wearing the face of the person you love, is a mimic. Hello everyone, and welcome to the Paranormal Bestiary. Today, we forget the monsters that hide in closets or under the bed. We're talking about the monster that sits with you at the dinner table. We are talking about the most advanced and terrifying form of predator, the apex mimic. We've all heard of the common mimic, the creatures from video games that imitates treasure chests or doors to devour adventurer. This is a simple predator with animalistic intelligence. But what we are discussing today is something else entirely. It is its evolved cousin, an entity of terrifying intelligence. The human mimic doesn't imitate inanimate objects, it imitates life. It doesn't just hunt to feed on flesh, but to feed on entire lives. It doesn't lie and wait in a dungeon, but in your circle of friends, in your home. Its goal is infiltration, replacement, and finally the methodical consumption of your social network, one person at a time. In its natural state, it's believed to be a complex mass of biological stem cells, capable of reading and replicated DNA on contact. It can perfectly recreate not just the physical appearance, but also the vocal cords, speech patterns, and even the core memories of its target. The quantic process of a human mimic is a psychological nightmare in 4 stages. Stage 1: Observation. The creature chooses a target and stalks them for days, maybe even weeks. Learns their routine, their friends, their verbal tics, the way they laugh. It memorizes their relationship, is the most dedicated and dangerous stalker imaginable. Stage 2: Isolation and Replication. It waits for the perfect moment when the target is completely alone. A dark alley, an empty apartment. The contact is minimal and fast. What happens to the original person? Here, the legends are unclear, and all possibilities are horrifying. Are they consumed on the spot? Or are they captured and kept alive as a source of fresh information for the mimic? Stage 3: Infiltration. Now the monster is indistinguishable from the original. It returns to the person's life. It goes to their job, meet with their friends, sleeps in their bed. Everyone believes it is who it claims to be, but inside it is a cold, calculating predator that now has access to its next set of victims. You, the friend, the family. Stage 4. Expansion. Using the trust that its new identity provides, the mimic begins to study the next member of the social circle. It will choose the closest, the most vulnerable one. It will invite them out for a coffee, just the two of us, and the cycle begins again. It is a social cancer, consuming a group from the inside out. The true horror of the human mimic isn't the fun mouth it hides behind a familiar face. It's the devastating paranoia it leaves behind. It makes you doubt everyone. Is that recent argument with your partner just a simple conflict or a crack in the monster's mask? Is your friend being distant because they are having a bad day or because they've been replaced? The monster isn't the one you need to hide from, but the one you might try to get close to comfort, to love. And that brings us to the most important and desperate question. How do you fight a monster that wears the face of someone you love? How do you expose it? And what do you do once you have? We will search for those answers next week in our survival guide. Until then, don't forget to subscribe and maybe, just maybe, ask the person next to you a question that only they could possibly know the answer to. Be safe.